middle of the pool there, moving towards the camera side of the pool. Referee playing advantage, no advantage coming of it. It's gloving against the, I'm going to get this right there, white. They are the Australian Colts. The Australian Colts white, green caps on. I'm going to call them green caps. I'm going to call them black caps. So white's going to be green caps if I say it. Apologies, but that's what I'm looking at. So the Colts there getting advantage called against them. So the under-22 men's team taking the puck across the wall side here, far side of the pool. Pulled it back on a 45 and swimming around the back end of the pool. And getting a bit of a better camera shot than the previous game here now. So we can see a little bit more what's going on. But still that puck getting pulled up in the middle of the pool there as it goes across to the other side of the pool now. So that's a second switch there within a few seconds of each other as the under-22 men's team try and open up the puck and make the most of it in the middle of the pool there. Got an advantage being played there by a referee. Not getting any advantage there, so he's called it, shaking his head. No, not happening. Not sure what the infringement was yet. We'll let you know once I see it. But that's advantage puck being placed here for the Colts against the under-22 Australian men's team. So the Colts sitting up there, having a flick through. Looks like they swam straight into a wall of under-22 men's team and got called for obstruction. So that's it. Colts, move on back. Don't get upset about it. Let's just move on. As the Australian men's under-22 team sets up play. As pucks being taken there by the Australian men's under-22 team. Again on the far side of the pool as they make their way. Well, looks like the Colts have pulled it back. Or is that the 22? That's the 22 who's doing a switch there, coming around on the far side of the camera side of the pool as they flick it down. And then they're swimming it back in on a 45 as they try and open it up. But it looks like the Colts might have pulled that one around and done on the 45, trying to open up a switch themselves to try and counter this young and fresh under-22 team. So the under-22 team holding it nicely up in their attack. Colts defending as hard as they possibly can. Colts slipping into substitution there as the puck goes across the tray. So a bit of fresh oxygenated blood getting in the pool as the Colts push hard against the under-22 men's team here. And looks like the puck's getting held up on the wall here. Not really making a lot of movement either teams. We've got a slow advantage being played at the back there as the referee's pondering what's going on. Puck's not going either direction, so played advantage. And now it's shot out in the direction of the black team, which is the under-22. So switch going all the way over to the other side of the pool. Being controlled nicely there by the Colts, though. Covering it quite well. Making sure that nothing gets around them too easily. They don't want to have any bragging rights later on with the under-22s. Looks like the Colts have... under-22s have tried for another switch. And coming around to the far side of the pool here. Trying to get around the Colts. Colts holding it nicely. Coming up, having a big breath of air there. And as the puck comes across the pool again. So again, puck going back and forth across the pool. Got a referee playing advantage there for the under-22 men's. I'd assume it's for them because it's going their way as they chip it on the inside there. Colts, look at them. Cool, calm, collective. Just trying to sucker a player in. Get a chip flick through. Trying to open up something as they try and come back down to the other side of the pool. So as they move along, doing a good job there as... what have we got? So we've got it looks like the Colts have swum across the pool there, trying to make the most advantage that they can. And oh no, we're back on this far side of the pool now. Looks like pretty difficult to see. Can't really tell who's got advantage here. It's being held up nicely by both teams. Right there in the middle of the pool seems to be the favourite spot for all the teams so far today. So looking at it. You can see under-22s trying to get in there. The Colts pulling it across a little bit. So it looks like under-22s pushing it into the attacking corner here, but not really making a lot out of it. So looking out there at the pool, advantage being played by two referees. Not sure who's went up first. We've got one calling. We've got pointing to this one here. Yep. So we've got both referees making the same call as puck's getting placed. This is advantage. It was a stick infringement against the Colts. It's advantage being played here for the under-22 men's team. So they're going to set up there. Puck in the middle-ish of the pool. Somewhere, wait for the player to take it. As the player takes the puck, brings it across the pool here. So a good bit of camera work as they try and make their way down the pool. So the Colts defending well there. Under-22 is trying to make something of it and not quite getting it. Referee making a infringement call here. So that's an obstruction against the Colts team. Getting a warning. Warning there. I've seen that nod before. That's Matt McCartney just doing the big yeah, I've done that before. As the under-22 men's team line up, get ready to go. So under-22 men's team sitting up on the puck there, ready to go in and put a bit of pressure on the Colts. So about halfway through this first half, not a lot of stuff going on the surface. Coaches are being pretty quiet as the puck comes across to the middle of the pool. As we've got an advantage being played here up in the attacking part of the pool. As we make our way here, we're on the far side of the pool. Colts pushing hard against the under-22 team. So the Colts team here looks like they're going to have a chance at scoring the goal. Pushing hard, but the referee's just made a call now. It's a gloving there against, I couldn't see who it was, but someone there in the Colts team was doing a bit of gloving. So this is an advantage puck here to the black under-22 men's team as they take the puck. So under-22 men's taking the puck here, having a good go against the Australian Colts team. So setting up there nicely. They've brought the puck across quite quickly, across to the far side of the pool. Not going to swim down there and let them get any easy substitutions against the Colts. So they brought 4 fresh players in there, the under-22 men's team, as they set up. Advantage being played here by referee Simon, and making some good manoeuvres here. The Colts being put on the back foot. So over there in their substitution area, they've got one sub just went in. Looks like popped in another one, 2, 3. Geez, that's all 4 players there substituted for the Colts while they had the opportunity there. So the Colts have done all 4 substitutions as they got some fresh oxygenated blood in that pool. They are going to try and drive hard against this under-22 team, but it looks like the under-22 team is going to roll them off nicely and come across here on a 45. Not quite working for them, didn't quite get away. Colts rolling it back on the inside and keeping it to themselves as they make their way through the play. So, looks like, what have we got going here? Bit of a melee. Not sure who's going to come out advantage with this puck, but the oh, there we go. You can see what's going on now. The under-22 team has gone flying past. All right, so there we go.
So we've got a slightly dead spot.
Advantage being called by a referee there. Stick infringement being called against the under-22 team here. So stick infringement being called against the under-22 team as the Colts there will set up with an advantage puck round about the middle of the pool. Right there, ready to go. We've got some good lineage there going on as we're about to get a call, or we've got a referee's timeout. We've got a referee's timeout, not a referee, sorry. Timeout. Black being the under-22 men's team have called a timeout. So we're going to have a minute's break here while they get a bit of a reprieve. So it's, we'll have a look. We'll let you know. These guys are going to play with the cameras for a little bit, so have a play, boys. Sort out your camera work. Get Craig down there. Got Craig Proctor joining us here on the camera here in a second. So we'll hopefully he can fade you in and out and get you some good screenshots. Pretty warm here in the commentary box. Might need some ice cold beverages here at some stage, but we'll wait until 8 o'clock tonight. Games finish. And making some good progress here with our schedule. We've got 9:17 at games coming up. We've got the Barbarians versus the New Zealand under-22 men's team. We have got the Australian under-26 women's team. Seems like we're stretching those age brackets out against the Amazons. And we'll catch up with that shortly as game is ticking down here in the last 10 seconds of the timeout. Ready for play. as we are about to kick off. We've got a great little puck set up here right in the middle of the pool. Don't get many of those. Flick goes in, chopped out underneath the body, but the Colts there making the most advantage. Look at that breath hold on those guys. They're not coming up in a hurry. Nope, no good. Puck's gone out to the far side. Colts swimming it around, trying to put it through there. A player didn't get the knockdown there, the under 22 men's player. So puck's going...
So it's too quick. They want us to fade between the two. So in fact, now how we do
Right, so now puck's in the attacking part there, so we'll stay on the camera here for a second. As that almost went in the trays. Good little knockdown there, so little roll around and push in. So looks like what's he going to do here? He's going to roll. Nobody to flick it to. He's just going to try and sucker a few more players in. Colts pushing in hard there, trying to drive that back wall. Try and catch the under 22 men's team off guard. Under 22 men's team making their way up towards the middle of the pool. As they make their way up to the middle of the pool, we will see what's going on here in a second. So here we go. They're coming past us, and they're going past us very quickly. So might make the suggestion we pull that camera back in the middle a little bit if we can, because that's just a little bit too close. So we're not getting the players as they come into shot. So as the puck's gone across the far side of the pool, the good old Colts are breathing hard there, taking in some fresh oxygen. A few bit of substitutions going on over there as the puck comes back across to the middle of the pool on camera. And
you really do, I find, I mean, me too, you're not quite there.
We're just
now
looking
they're
at...
mulling. Now where are they? Are they going to the left? Right, I get three, I get one.
Well, you should be on one, I reckon.
One.
Yep, lovely, cool. So we've got referee making a call there for obstruction against White. So if we and so Black's about to take the puck towards the goal tray there. So getting a bit of a flick in. Oh, tried to smash through there. Nice and solid coming through there was the White player, but he's probably going to get in trouble for that. Yeah, thought that would be the case. Punched the puck. Didn't do any major infringements. He just punched the puck with his glove. No, no clean stealing of the puck there. So as we go, Black get the shot on 5-2 there. 5-2. So beautiful little flick through coming in, and away we go. So here we go. Here we go. Lovely little bit of a manoeuvre there. But what have we got? We got we have a break. Break against the Colts here. They should know better than that. Under 22 men's team's going to sit up here with a free puck right in the middle of the tray on the 5-metre advantage line as they set up and try and get ready to try and put the puck in. They've chipped that in there. Look at how many people on the bottom of the pool there. There is only 1-2 players on the surface. So lots of players down there. Really hard for anyone to see what's going on, as looks like the puck's going to push across to the side and come up the Colts here, pushing hard, not letting those under 22 men's in with too much of a chance. So puck coming up here, getting swum across the side of the pool. Looks like being shut down there, but what are we going to call here with the referee?
2 minutes.
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike behaviour. For unsportsmanlike behaviour against number 2. Number 2, White, where are you? You're on the Colts. Which one of the Colts? This one's the Colts. Scott's McKenzie there. He's getting sent out. Number 2, White. I think. What have we got here? Oh, a bit of a discussion. Let's just watch this discussion here. This is looking good. So we don't have any out of water cameras. So we've got number 2, White. Might have been number 2. Might be number 8. Not really sure. Referee's now talking to number 8. Going to eject someone from the pool. Come on, throw someone out. Make it interesting. So referees are all having a conversation. And looks like they're in there having a bit of a chat. Looks like number 8 swum over there to have a bit of a chat as well. Who's number 8 there? Shannon Griffiths. Not sure. Shannon must be the captain or something. He's gone in to have a chat. And what are we looking at here? Did we get a referee's timeout or did we get an actual timeout? Interesting to see. So we've got Nick Martin here, coaching the under 22 men's team. He certainly went in there and had plenty to say to his players. The white player is out of the pool, was number 2. So number 2, Scott McKenzie, out of the pool for 2 minutes. So black here, under 22 men's team's going to take some advantage here. Let's see what they can come up with as they try and push down there. But held up by a wall of white by the looks of it. Puck going across there, middle of the pool. The under 22 men's team here making a nice little switch. See what they can come up with.
I mean, other people use these, but, you know, but I find I want to concentrate on. I'm just going like the plays going this way.
So puck in a bit of a melee over here. We've still got player out of the pool here, Scott McKenzie. Was Scott, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, Scott McKenzie out of the pool. He's still there. He's still got probably another minute to go. Puck being held up there nicely by the Colts as they swim across here. But the under 22's got it back, pulling a nice switch. And they're coming over here trying to bring that puck along.
We keep fiddling those cameras, but then
So it'll be interesting to see here what's going to happen. Got a call here being made. And pointing the finger, stick infringement against black. So stick infringement against black. Got time out. Looks like a half time.
Horrible to look at. What's it like through there? It's useless. He has done something weird, so I'll just sit on there.
All right, so it looks like the time clock
I think
not looking very good, but the rest of them are all looking okay. So got little bits and pieces going back and forth, and we'll just have a little bit of look at the pool bottom as time goes by. So you see then 2 minutes 21 seconds. Sorry, that camera's not looking real good there at the moment. So we'll try and get that one fixed as we move along here. So coaches there having a bit of a chat. Got big arms up in the air. Number 8 there going over, having a chat to his coach. His coach having a bit of a conversation. Who's number 8? Let's find out. Shannon Griffiths being spoken to there by good old Stino. So good old Stino there coaching the Colts, giving them a bit of a conversation, telling them what they are and aren't doing correctly. And we've got Nick Martin here having a bit of a chat to his guys. They're all cool, calm and collective, relaxing, good direction, good bit of hand movements, hand signals there going by Nick as he sorts things out. So we'll just pause here for a little bit and we'll probably come back to you once we find the right camera. No, they're both on the same. Oh, there's a black screen for you. I was trying to find the time clock there. So what's the time? Is that on PC, is it? Yeah, so there we go. We've got less than a minute to go and we'll be back with you shortly. Alright, so we've got 15 seconds to go before game starts again. That clock's pretty hard to see here, even for us. Coaches in the coaches' boxes, players in the substitution boxes, people hanging off the wall, feet pressed hard against the sides of the pool, ready for the big kickoff. It is strike time. So players went to your screen there in just a second. Looks like the Colts are well and truly off to some speedy swimming there, coming over to the camera side of the pool. So they're going to make it quite hard for you by ducking under the camera there as we move down towards their attacking half. So the Colts getting a little bit side-struck there. The under 22s pushing them harder than they thought they would. So under 22s doing well, but the Colts pulling a switch straight across the side of the pool there, driving very nicely into their attacking half. Look, gone past the halfway mark now, the Colts. So still got Scott McKenzie out of the pool. having a bit of a breather. He'll be getting in very soon, I'd imagine. So, you know, around about 1 minute after half time, he'd probably be entering back into the pool. So, keeping an eye on things here. It's on his side of the pool. So, the Colts are playing nicely. They're trying to drive it up their wall. And he's Scott McKenzie's just been told to sit down on the pool deck, get ready, and he's in. So, Scott's going to swim in there. Fresh. He's had more rest than anybody else. He had more than the 3 minutes because he's been out. So he's had five minutes of breathing. So we'd hope to see that he might do something there. But looks like the Colts are going to hold it up nicely at that end of the pool and not let it out in a hurry. So under 22 men's team there, rotating very well. I can see the players going back and forth. I know that Nick would have been drilling into them. This is how you stop it. As they swim across the pool. And probably, no, it's going to go down towards the middle of the pool now. So, looks like the guys are making their way to the middle of the pool. And again, it's going to the far side of the pool from the camera. So, also the cameras are on the substitution side, just so you know. So, that's why they don't want us to play on that side. And also, so they don't want you to see their dirty fouls. So, we'll keep going here as the Colts drive hard. Trying to put the puck in the tray. It might go in. This looks like numbers on the bottom. That's a bash and a bash and a bash. And if that puck goes in, it's not going to be clean. Nope. Referee Talbot there's seen that one. That's a gloving against the Colts. So it looks like the under 22 men's team is going to pull that puck back on the 5 metre line. Get a bit of a reprieve. Coaches looking in. Arms swinging. Hey, you got to do this. Hey, you got to do that. Nick Martin very animated there in the water at his players as they're moving along. Looks like equal puck, sorry. I might have called that one too early. So equal puck there. Both teams getting in, having a fair go. As the puck comes across here, that's under 22 men's team. That is some lovely little work there, pulling the puck across the side of the pool. As they make their way out to the middle of the pool. Looks like the Colts are defending hard there, trying to lock it up onto the middle of the pool. So puck coming back across by the Colts. So he's got some fresh players in the pool. Holding on to the lane ropes there, they might get a warning on the substitution. Referees focused on the other end of the pool where there's goals going in the tray perhaps as pucks come flying around the outside from a switch and they drive hard. Some under 22 men's team players coming up, breathing hard there. We've got referees' arms all in agreement. We have a goal here. Number 8. Might have been. Yeah, that's a number 8 call. Interesting number 8 call. Number 8 there for the Colts. So number 8, Tom Howell. No, wait, not number 8. Shannon Griffiths scoring a goal there. Number 8, Shannon Griffiths scoring a goal. So Shannon, first goal of the game there. So the Colts now 1 goal up against the under 22 men's team here. So under 22 men's team's black. The Colts team's white. Got a bit of a thumbs up coming over there as Matt McCartney there is taking the strike for the Colts. Number 12, Daniel Gould is taking the strike for the under 22 men's team as the puck makes its way again to the far side of the pool. So really hard to tell here what's going on. A bit of a melee is all I can really say from here. Looks like the Colts have pulled another switch. They've made a nice switch. They're about to come back into screenshot here, but being met by some well-rested and well-ready-to-go under-22 men's team players there. So looks like that Colts have driven now towards their goal tray quite nicely as they make their way. The under-22 men's playing the safety there of the corner. Going to hold it there, wait for some support, have a look around. Yep, got a teammate. Let's go again. Keeping it there nice and safe. Not trying to do anything too fast on a 22 men's team. So it's good because they've done a bit of substitution in that time. So getting ready to drive up the wall as they might here in a second. They might even try and pull a sneaky switch if they get up there a little bit. So we'll see how things go here. Referee getting some good vision in there. The Colts player there just smashing through. Unrelenting. He's just going to pummel that puck into the wall if he has to. But pulled it back out now on a 45 and coming across at the attacking goal tray. Vantage being played here on the far side of the pool. So no one's probably seen what's going on here. We're legally stopping the puck against the under-22 men's team. Not close enough to the goal tray for anything major to happen. So it's going to be an advantage puck here for the Colts. On the 5 metre line there somewhere it's getting placed. I think I can see the dot in the middle. as the players get ready. Referee's just getting in the way there of the camera as the puck enters the play, and players sneakily trying their best to do whatever they can. Referee's made a call here. He's played another break against the second break of the game. This one against the under-22 men's team. So that puck's now going to make its way to the middle of the pool. Right, some good advantage coming on here for the Colts. So the Colts hopefully probably trying to make the most of this and put the puck into the goal tray. So lining up on the under-22 men's. Colts have set up there and put a flick in. Hasn't made it through that wall. So the under-22 men seems to be holding it nicely, but not for long. The Colts have driven in. Referees putting hands in the air as number four has scored that one for the Colts. So that's Matt McCartney scoring his first goal. Last one scored by number 9, Tom Howard. So that's 2 goals to the Colts and no goals so far to the under-22 men's team. So under-22 men's team being kept scoreless here in the second half as the Colts make their way to the lead. So a bit of substitution going on there. You can see good old Stino having a bit of a chat to his players, giving him some good tips there, no doubt. Not sure where Nick's gone. He's having a good look. Game's restarted here. I'll give you an update on that in a second. So game's restarted as we make our way on the far side of the pool. As it looks like, Colts are pulling another switch. That's a nice switch, that one. They don't muck around, these guys. Some big flicks on them. Really good positioning. They're not going to go slow, that's for sure. They're going to go as hard and fast as they can for as long as they can. So, bit of a melee on the side of the pool there. No real substitutions going on. Coach is having a good look. Nick's giving a bit of an earful to a couple of his players, trying to tell them what to do. So, hopefully we can see some improvement in the under-22 men's as the game goes on. We've got the Colts here driving into the tray and putting another puck in the tray. Looks like we've got something stuck on the camera lens there, so we'll try and get that resolved there in a second. As we reset the play, we'll get ourselves ready here in the middle of the pool. Didn't see the number being scored there, and we'll find out what number that is for you in a minute. Looks like we're going to have a timeout being called by the referee. That's not the referee, sorry. Timeout for black. And so that's timeout black, 1 minute. So scores here, 3 to the Colts, none to the under-22 men's team. We have the timeout counting down there on 40 seconds still to go on the timeout. We'll stay on that screen for a little second so we can get a bit of an idea on how much time's left to go on the game. And we set up here with, what have we got, 20 seconds to go. So referee's having a bit of a chat. Coaches are right in the middle of their circles here having a good conversation. Nick Martin indicating to his players, I need you on the bottom. Need you on the bottom, nice and flat, hard at the bottom is what he's suggesting there. He doesn't want anybody halfway up, halfway down. So, got a strike here, so we'll leave it on the clock so we get a bit of a time idea of how much time's to go in the game. So, what have we got here? We've got second half, 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Colts leading 3-0. So Colts leading 3-0 as we've got 6 minutes, about 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm reluctant.
Alright, so here we are. We're back on. Turn the microphone off there. A bit of discussion over cameras, trying to sort out what's going on. So here we are, middle of the pool. And looks like the under-22 is going to do a bit of a drive here against the Colts. Not too much going on there, not too much movement. So holding up nicely as the Colts make a bit of a pounce back on the under-22s. Just driven it nicely there, trying to pull it off the wall, trying to pull the switch. Under-22 is doing a nice deep roll there, bringing it back onto the wall. Advantage here being played at the back of the game here, so I've got advantage here. It's against the Colts, against the Colts. So the under 22s here going to get a chance here. They're down 5 minutes 30 seconds to go, so they probably need to start pushing a bit harder here, trying to score some goals. So under 22s taking the puck up here, a little bit over the halfway mark, pushing along nicely. So around about 6 metres out now from the goal tray, but it's hard against the wall, so there's not really a lot they can do from there. It's pretty hard to score as the Colts push it back down towards the halfway line again. So good bit of melee going on here between both teams, as it looks like the Colts are going to pull a switch, come across the side of the pool, and it's just gone back on a 45 back on the inside, and it's been shut down and brought out to the wall. Not sure who's got the puck there at the moment, but I'll tell you what, if it's under 22 men's team, it could be in for a spot of bother, as it looks like the under 22 men's team hold it up nicely on that wall. Under 22 men's team there driving hard over, but looks like Colts rolling that puck off nicely, putting it back on the wall, giving their players a good chance. So should be some substitutions coming on here from the Colts. That was one. Here we go, we've got another one. They're moving around on their box. That's only one substitution, two substitutions now. So as the puck holds in nicely there, as the under 22 men's team go across the tray. Got a lazy advantage going on here with one referee. Got so we've got two referees making calls here. I've got a referee's timeout being called with two referees. Looks like White's calling a timeout as well after the referee's timeout. Not really sure. Yep, timeout White. Wasn't sure. The captain there, he needs to learn that the timeout signal for players is to put their two hands up well and truly over their head. The referee's timeouts is a tap on the head, tap on the shoulders, tap on the heads, tap on the shoulders. Well, actually, technically, they're both the same. It's just referees tap on their shoulders and the teams don't have to. So, looks like it's going to be a black puck at the end of this. We have two dismissals, both of them being Australians. Dirty buggers that they are. So, number 12 for the Colts team, Daniel Gould, by the looks of it. And number 7 for the black team, Harry Vanderwood. What if I got that wrong? I have got that wrong. So number 7, Alistair Climby. And number 12, James Milner. So there we go. Clarifications there. James Milner in the Colts. Because the Colts are white. The sheets are slipped over here. As play restarts right in front of the goal tray there. The Colts holding that one out nicely. The under 22 men's team unable to put that one in. So Colts holding that out. Under 22 men's unable to put it in. Driving back and forth here. Looks like the under 22 men's going into the corner here. Colts going for the safety of that one. Happy with it to stay in there for now. A few big players coming up there, breathing in some oxygen, trying to get to the surface. But body's going everywhere. So we've got only 1, 2, 3, 4 players on the surface. So that's 4-on-4 hockey on the bottom of the pool. So that's pretty good for this time of a game. So referee jammed in the corner there, trying to stay out of the players' way. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the surface there, which doesn't leave many for the bottom since there's 2 out of the water. So over here it's a fair melee on that corner. I don't think that puck's going to go far for a little while. So it's we've got an advantage being played here. Advantage here as they come in for a shot on the goals. Did that go in? I'm not sure. It looks like it went in. We've got referees happy with that. Number two for the Australian men's under 22 team have just scored a goal. So that's Josh McKenzie scoring a goal. That's number 2, Josh McKenzie scoring a goal. So that brings the score to 3-1. That's 3-1. The Australian Colts 3. The under 22 men's team only 1. As looks like the players are ready to get back in the pool. Once this puck gets touched, we've got less than 2 minutes to go in the second half of this game, with scores of 3-1 to the advantage to the Australian Colts, as the players enter the pool there in an interesting manner. So that's all I'll say about that. Looks like puck's being held up nicely over on the camera side of the pool. Yeah, I've seen that. Cool. So camera side of the pool there, as looks like the Colts players chipping it through to his teammate, and they're going to roll it one after the other. 1, 2, 3. Bit of breathing there going on. Too hard. We've got green bathers, we've got more green bathers, and then we've got green caps and green caps. This is really hard to tell. So from this side of the pool, bit of a melee there, really outside the Colts substitution area. Not a lot going on. Not a lot of players doing any substitutions or anything there. So back towards the middle of the pool now. Nah, it's going to stay there in front of the substitution bench. So not a lot going on. So as we move along, big drive here by the Colts, pushing down the camera side of the pool, going hard against the under-22 men's team. The under-22 men's team seem to be holding strong there, although I think it might be the Colts swimming across to the side of the pool with that puck, so it might still be in their hands. So looks like we've cut back in on the 45. That might have been, yeah, it was the under-22 men's team pulling a switch on the inside. Not quite doing it legally, with a bit of an obstruction going on there, so a little bit of obstruction against the under-22 men's team. So Colts are going to get an advantage puck here. We've got not much time left on the clock because there's going to referee's timeout. We're in the last 2 minutes of the game. Players restarted, 35 seconds left on the clock. So we'll see what happens. If the Colts can put a puck in here, that will probably be the last play of the game. If not, we're going to play out these last 25 seconds now. So players are in the pool. Looks like the under-22 men's team doing a big drive straight across the middle of the pool there. Or was that the Colts? That was the Colts pulling a switch there. So Colts pulling a nice switch, trying to open up the play. And coming around on the camera side of the pool, trying to come back in on the 45. Less than 10 seconds on the clock as we make our manoeuvres. And we are going to run out of time here today. So this is the game of the Australian Colts versus the Australian under-22 men's team. And the final scores are 3 to the Australian Colts, 1 to the Australian under-22 men's team. And we'll take a break from here and see you in a few more minutes.